Good morning class and welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to look at evaluating websites. So what do we mean by this? Firstly, when we evaluate something, we're giving our opinion on whether something is useful or not and whether we can use it again. So why evaluate? Before starting, take 2 minutes out to complete the true-false statements on your worksheet. If you don't know, that's okay. Number 1. We should evaluate all websites before using their information for research purposes, true or false. Number 2. Wikipedia is a great site for relying on 100% accurate information for research purposes, true or false. Number 3. Website accuracy is the most important concept when evaluating websites, true or false. Number 4. Is everything you read or see on the web true or false? We are constantly being bombarded with information that is everywhere, and therefore it's important to understand the reasons why we need to evaluate websites before they are selected for use. Most of all, it develops our critical thinking skills. Now on your worksheet, for a few minutes, I want you to create a concept map of the types of things we need to look at when evaluating websites. Use the arrows to help you. How did you go? Well, we need to evaluate websites for the following components: authorship, accuracy, currency, content, purpose, and design. If you didn't have these on your concept map, add them now. Now, we will look at these in a little more detail. Authorship. When we look at this component, we are looking at who created the website. Who is the author and what are their credentials? In other words, are they an expert on the topic or subject you have chosen to research? Is it written by a professional or someone with no expertise in the topic, just making assumptions? Finally, is the website author an organisation? If so, what do you know about the organisation and its purpose? Accuracy. Is the site edited well? Are there spelling or grammar errors? Does information fit with the other information on this topic? This component of website evaluation is one of the most important. I want to start by looking at a website. Say, if you had to do an information report on a chosen animal, what website would you use? This website is about an animal called the Northwest Tree Octopus. I will now read some information, not all, about this animal. The Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus can be found in the temperate rainforests of the Olympic Peninsula on the west coast of North America. Their habitat lies on the eastern side of the Olympic mountain range, adjacent to Hood Canal. These solitary cephalopods reach an average size of 30 to 33 centimetres. Unlike most other cephalopods, tree octopuses are amphibious, spending only their early life and the period of their mating season in their ancestral aquatic environment. Because of the moistness of the rainforest and specialised skin adaptations, they are able to keep from becoming desiccated for prolonged periods of time. But given the chance, they would prefer resting in pooled water. An intelligent and inquisitive being, the tree octopus explores its arboreal world by both touch and sight. Adaptations its ancestors originally evolved in the three-dimensional environment of the sea have been put to good use in the spatially complex maze of the coniferous Olympic rainforest. The challenges and richness of this environment may account for the tree octopus's advanced behavioural development. Some evolutionary theorists suppose that arboreal adaptation is what laid the groundwork in primates for the evolution of the human mind. Have a quick look at the remainder of the website. Pay close attention to the map and specific information. Now in the next 3 minutes on your worksheet, I want you to write down 5 facts about the Northwest Tree Octopus. It could be what it looks like, what it eats, or how it behaves. But does this website, is it real? Put up your hand if you believe this. Now let's look at another website to confirm this. You may have heard of it. It's called Wikipedia. The Pacific Northwest tree octopus is an internet hoax created in 1998 by Lyle Zapato, so therefore it is fake. This fictitious endangered species of cephalopod was given the Latin name Octopus paxibolus. It was purported to be able to live both on land and in water and was said to live in the Olympic National Forest and nearby rivers, spawning in water where its eggs are laid. Its major predator was said to be the Sasquatch. I want to pay particular attention to the last sentence, and it says, despite the falsehoods shown on the site, such as the inclusion of other hoax species and organisations, all 25 7th grade students involved in one well-publicised test believe the content. That was really interesting. So what is Wikipedia? Write what you think the definition is on your worksheet for the next few minutes. Yes, it is an online encyclopedia, but it is not like World Book or Britannica. The word wiki means it can be changed. That is, anyone who may not be an expert in the field can change the subject matter. Wikipedia is a great starting point, but it would never be 100% accurate, as it can be edited. Try and back the information up by using other sources, such as a book on the same topic. Finally, information must be reliable. Don't trust everything you read on the web. Currency. When we evaluate this component, we're looking at, is the website being updated or maintained regularly? How current is information? Does it fit your requirements? Note that website content written in May 2000 might contain information from 1978. Also note that last updated may mean changes to website design rather than information content changes. So you need to be quite careful. Content. When we look at content, we are looking at how detailed is the information. Does it look advanced or basic? Does the content offer more than one perspective? And are any other sources mentioned on the site, leading to further links or information? Ensure all pages are viewed in the website as not to miss any vital information. In other words, there might be more than one page. Finally, compare your information with other books or web pages on the same topic. And we're going to look at purpose now. When we look at purpose component, we should ask whether the information is fact or just opinion. Also, is the purpose of the information to inform or sell or persuade? Sometimes it's written differently. Be sure that websites that have some one-sided viewpoints, often called biases, are not rejected as a source, but just be aware to identify it. Finally, who is the intended audience? Is the information written for professionals or school students? Try and make sure you understand the information before recording it for research purposes. In the website design component, we need to determine is the information in print or text form or visual, such as pictures and diagrams. Is the website easy to move and around on? We call this navigation. Does clicking on an image or media file work or slow down the load time of the website? All these things need to be looked at closely when evaluating a website for the design component. Now let's review. Without looking, who can now tell me some of the main components again when evaluating websites? On your worksheet, take a minute to redo the true-false statements at the start of the lesson. Have they changed? Why? Now take a look at the following interactive website on your computer screen in front of you. Read the instructions by finding a website on each of the three topics. That is, the UNICEF website, flags of all countries, and the Flat Stanley Project. Use the Explore button to take notes of each website to evaluate, and then scroll down to answer the questions based on their evaluation components. Also recommend if you would use this website based on your findings for others to use for their research. Print out your responses for class feedback. Finally, have fun and start practicing